Hey, you guys, it is Memorial Day. It's past, and so we are officially allowed to wear white clothing if you follow those sort of rules.
Yeah, at least that's what the rule has been for a long, long time. So we're wondering, how did that rule even begin?
Yeah, so apparently back in the 19th century, they started it. It was people who had old money, so they didn't like the people with the new money. And they came up, the society people came up with a no white after Labor Day rule. That way, when people wore white, they would know they're that nouveau riche, that new money. And if they were wearing white year round. So if you guys are familiar with the movie Mean Girls, we love it around here, then you know the line, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. It's kind of like that.
Interesting. We also checked with the stylist at A La Mode Wardrobe Consulting, and Carly tells us this rule is out of date. Yeah, shocker there. She says summer white is definitely a rule of the past, and today's more casual attire is a great neutral to use year-round to make something look more dressy and polished. So we asked folks all morning.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You can head over to KLOV.com/vote now, and at the bottom of our screen, no, I wear white whenever.
66% use. That's a landslide for white wearers.
I was saying I avoid white typically because I'm a spiller. Coffee, ketchup, you name it, down the front.
And was this about all white, or like white shirts or white pants? It was, you know, like wasn't there? I don't know.
There's even winter white.
Like it's more complicated rules than just wearing any white.
I say do away with the rules, right? Wear what fits, wear what's
what
clean,
makes
wear
you
what doesn't
happy.
smell.